All right. Oof. What day is it? Is it Thursday? Am I the drummer? I'm gonna give it another second or two, and we'll get started, y'all. Good morning, Brett. All right. Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto, a place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. Y'all, my name is not important. I am your host. Rock and roll. Ripple secures Dubai license to offer crypto payment in UAE. Crypto trader gets sandwich attacked in stablecoin swap, loses 215K. My boy sent me this morning. He got MEV botted supposedly, swapping from USDT to USDC, if I remember I read it correctly. I didn't know that was even possible. So, what? And SEC enforcement case against Ripple may be wrapping up. Let's go. What's up, Jaquil? How's everyone doing today? All right. To the market. Housekeeping, guys. If you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto, please smash that like button, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube. Guys, share the stream on other social platforms, please. Let's get more people in here. I know crypto sucks right now, but that's when the money is made. Trust me. Trust me. I've been here before. So share the video on all your social platforms. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. Trying not to sneeze. On top of that, if you are watching on YouTube, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. If you're following on Facebook, go ahead and give me a follow. If you want to learn how to trade crypto, get better at trading crypto or traditional stocks, indexes, etc., etc., guys, go ahead and click on the link that is pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to the Pip Connect Discord. That is Andy Peters' personal Discord with about 1,000 of us in there. It is an amazing community of people all trying to help each other become financially savvy, as well as just help with lifestyle stuff, guys. It is all about the team. It is all about the community. That's what we do over at the Pip Connect Discord. If that sounds like something you might want to be a part of, go ahead again and click on the link. If you do have any questions, please reach out to myself or Andy. We will do our best to get those questions answered for you. Brett says everything sucks right now. Just waiting for a trend to change, right? Yeah, so let's not waste any more of y'all's time and jump right into the market, guys. Current market cap right now sitting at 2.7 trillion, up 0.2% from yesterday. Bitcoin Dom's down just a tad, 60.9%. ETH Dom is 8.5%, and 0.55 Gwei will get you that ETH transaction. Guys, Fear and Greed Index is up from yesterday. We were sitting at 21, slowly crawling back up. But what is that silver lining? A silver lining means right now that these are good times to start scaling into crypto. Not when Bitcoin is at 150K, guys. Because I know people do that shit. Don't be those people. Don't turn your back on crypto. And then when Bitcoin hits 150, go, is now a good time to buy? Hey, Nick. I know I totally didn't do what you told me to do, and I completely said it's a scam and walked away for the last 6 months. But now that Bitcoin's at 150K, is now a good time to buy? No, it's not, is what I will tell you. So don't do that. Start looking for good projects right now that you're interested in. These are buyable prices. Trust me. Don't dump your whole wallet in all at the same time. Start scaling in. Buy orders. Stack them low. Because if we get that crazy wick, Bitcoin dumps to 70, say 2K, and everything wicks down real quick, and then it hits those low buy orders, you are instantly in profit. Trust me, I've seen it happen so many times. Is now a good time to sell? No. The reality, you want to know the reality? Last March was a good time to sell, and no one knew it. I didn't know it. My portfolio jumped up like 3x overnight back in March. I was sitting in, me and Courtney were taking a course for our captain's licenses, and I'm sitting in there watching my portfolio just explode. Like I couldn't even pay attention to the class. And that was before the halving. Bitcoin was hitting a new all-time high, which had never happened before. We had never had an all-time high pre-halving. Powell was running to 84 cents. And we just went, shit, here we go. And then everything pulled back. Everything. Bitcoin went down to 50. Alts got slaughtered. And then the weirdest thing that happened that we've never seen here in the space is that Trump gets elected in November. Or I would say wins the election in November. And Bitcoin just flies off the handle. And the alts really did nothing. They ran a little bit, but nothing like they did in last March. So, to answer your question, Brett, a year ago was a good time to sell. Man. Yeah. Well, here we are. Anyway, let's go through that top 100, see what the biggest movers are, and continue on with the show. Bitcoin flat, ETH flat, XRP up 3.24, BNB up 3.5, Solana flat, USDC flat, weird. Cardano down 2.18%. Stellar moving up almost 10% today. Hype down 10.5%. Pepe up 10.68%. Cas was up 5%. Topo 5% the upside for FTM or now Sonic. Not much else going on, guys. This is a quick top 100. Guys, Axie Infinity bringing your 100 spot down 1.94%. That is your top 100 biggest movers today. Not very exciting. All right. To the charts. Guys, Bitcoin on the 10-minute. Choppy. Chop suey. Let's see what it looks like in 1 hour. Potential double bottom on the 1 hour. Just like this, double bottom. Anyways, guys, this is just sideways action. There's really not much going on. I like the fact that we're above 82K. The question is, will it hold? It's not looking super strong, I'll tell you that much. Let's pull up market side for B just for shits and giggles. There's really not much to talk about, and I hate that. I wish I could be like, oh yeah, this looks good. The chart looks awesome. We're going to the moon. But it doesn't. I'm sure anybody who's experienced in this chat can tell you that right now. Momentum wave moving to the downside over here on the 1 hour on market side for B, but the VWAP is rounding, the money flow is rounding, and kind of ticking up, which is good. I want to see money flow stay in the green. If money flow loses the zero line, we're probably going, which is probably right around 82K, we're probably going to roll over again. That's the 1 hour. Let's see the higher time frames. Higher time frames don't look good. Oof. Yeah, 15-minute looks like a bag of shit. The 1 hour is the only thing that's looking a little bit bullish. That's about it. But again, it's just guys, just sideways action. That's chop, chippity chop chop. There's not really much else to give you guys. The only thing I've given you that was worth a damn this entire week so far has been this downtrend that we broke out of, and it looked like we were gonna break, and now we kind of don't. And looking at it, we're on the 1 hour at least. We're slightly getting an uptrend here, but this is really wonky. I wouldn't put too much faith in this. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to delete it. I don't like it. We had a breakout, and then we're having price suppression is what I'm seeing. This is your next level to break and get like above, and then your next level is going to be up here around 86,670. So 84 and 86,670. We need to hold 82K. That's all I care about, honestly, right now, is stay above 82K. Brett's calling for down. Brett's saying weekly and monthly 72 to 70. Can happen, guys. The weekends have been pullback weekends. Every Sunday we get a dump. So if we can't get some kind of good upward momentum the next couple of days, there's a potential we'll roll over and go down to, Brett's saying 70, 72. Which is this right here. This little purple box, which we're going to go bring that bad boy over. What would that look like? A 13% pullback possibly. Guys, it can happen, man. Don't think it can't. Do not think that it cannot happen. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's it for Bitcoin. It looks like price suppression. It looks ugly. It looks like a bag of shit. Again, I would not be trading this right now, and I'm not. I know it sounds boring and it's not exciting, and everybody wants the influencers to come on here and tell you everything is going to the moon and we're trading it. We're making millions of dollars. I would not trade this shit for the life of me. And again, I am not. I'm holding positions, but I am not openly swing trading or day trading any of this nonsense. Curious about US 30. US 30 continues to go down. You've got yourself a trend. On the 1 hour. That is juicy. Dow Jones. If we don't continue to go down, you're looking for a break of this trend. If you're playing guys usually play the smaller time frames, like the 30 into 5 on this, and I'm still not used to that stuff. Like, they're playing these swings with high leverage. Tell you what, though, on the bigger time frames, that's a trend to break right there. So potentially, if we break this downward trend right here, if you're playing Dow, you're going to probably be coming up to these levels. Potentially coming up to maybe around here. It's 42,250, something like that. Some food for thought. All right, outside of that, guys, let's just get on the news because I'm just staring at screens trying to think of things to talk about, which is not entertaining at all. And I apologize. I have bored everyone out of here, Brett. It's just you and I, homie. Appreciate you. All right, on to the news. Ripple secures Dubai license to offer crypto payments in UAE. More bullish news for XRP. Dubai International Financial Center CEO Arif Amiri said Ripple was the first licensed blockchain payment provider in DIFC. Blockchain payment provider Ripple received full regulatory approval from the Dubai Financial Services Authority, the DFSA. Everybody loves acronyms. To offer cross-border crypto payment services in United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates, the UAE. The company announced on March 13th that it had secured its DFSA license, allowing it to operate in the Dubai International Financial Center, the DIFC, a UAE, I'm not rapping, I promise, free economic zone with its own tax policies and regulatory framework. The announcement came almost 6 months after the company announced its receipt of an in-principle approval of the DFSA license. Is anyone confused yet? I am. On October 1st of 2024, Ripple revealed that it was working to become licensed by the DFSA as it aimed to roll out its digital asset infrastructure in the UAE, enabling blockchain-based global payments for UAE business. It's funny that people seem to think that XRP is just not going to do anything. No, they're dead. It's dead. They're not doing anything. You're going to be surprised. All right, with this license, Ripple can now provide its global blockchain-based payment solutions to businesses across the UAE. The company said this allows it to cater to financial institutions looking for partners to help them use digital assets in real-world applications. In a news release sent to Cointelegraph, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said the UAE is, quote-unquote, well-placed to benefit from tech and crypto innovation, thanks to its early leadership and supportive environment. We are entering an unprecedented period of growth for the crypto industry, driven by greater regulatory clarity around the world and increasing institutional adoption. Did you sell your XRP? I didn't. Ripple also reported that it had seen an increased demand across the Middle East for cross-border payments. The company said the demand was not limited to crypto-native firms, but also came from traditional finance institutions. In a statement, a Ripple spokesperson told Cointelegraph that the company is also working to understand stablecoin requirements to comply with upcoming regulations in the UAE. The spokesperson said the firm monitors the central bank of the UAE's CBUAE. Oh my God, I can't with these acronyms. Moves to regulate stablecoins. This is something we're monitoring closely, and we're working with the CBUAE to understand the requirements and timelines for when its regulation comes into effect, the spokesperson said. They added that Ripple is making it a priority to ensure the worldwide availability of RLUSD. The stablecoin is available in the UAE through a crypto exchange called CoinMena. Ripple becomes the first crypto payment provider in the DIFC. With the DFS, oh my, I can't with these damn acronyms. It's just word salad. With the DFSA approval, Ripple has become the first blockchain-enabled payments provider to operate within DIFC's free zone, according to DIFC CEO Arif Amiri. This is ridiculous. We are thrilled that Ripple is deepening their commitment to Dubai by securing a DFSA license that makes them the first blockchain-enabled payments provider in DIFC, he said. The license allows Ripple to tap into opportunities in the UAE and the broader MENA region, he added. That was rough. Well, cool. Just more bullish news for XRP. Don't get hacked, y'all, when swapping stablecoins. Crypto trader gets sandwich attacked in stablecoin swap, loses $215,000. A crypto trader fell victim to a sandwich attack on March 12th, losing over $250,000, and one industry pundit suspects they may have been attacked another 5 times on the same day. A crypto trader fell victim to a sandwich attack while making a $220,000 764 stablecoin transfer on March 12th, losing almost 98% of its value to a maximum extractable value MEV bot. $764,000 worth of USD coin was swapped to $5,271 of Tether. In 8 seconds, as the MEV bot successfully front ran the transaction, banking over $215,500. Data from the Ethereum Block Explorer shows the MEV attack occurred on decentralized exchange Uniswap V3's. Holy shit, this is on Uniswap. Wow. Liquidity pool where $19.8 million worth of value is locked. The MEV bot front ran the transaction by swapping all the USDC liquidity out of Uniswap V3 USDC to USDT pool and then put it back in after the transaction was executed. According to founder of the DeFi report, Michael Nadeau, said the attack tipped Ethereum block. I'm sorry. Where was I? The attacker tipped Ethereum blockchain builder Bob the Builder.eth $200,000 from the $220,764 swap and profited $8,000 themselves. The DeFi researcher DeFiac speculates the same trader using different wallets has fallen victim to a total of 6 sandwich attacks, citing internal tools. They pointed out that all funds traveled from borrowing and lending protocol Aave before being deposited on Uniswap. 2 of the wallets fell victim to an MEV bot sandwich attack on March 12th at around 9 a.m. UTC. The Ethereum wallet addressed, and it gives the wallet addresses, which I'm not going to read, were sandwich attacked for $138,838 and $128,003 in transactions that occurred 3 to 4 minutes earlier. Both transactions made the swap in the Uniswap V3 liquidity pool, and the trader who made the 220. Why do they keep giving these numbers? The trader who made the transfer. Others speculate the trades could be attempted at money laundering. This shit's way over my head, to be entirely honest. While initially criticizing Uniswap, Nadeau later acknowledged that the transactions didn't come from Uniswap's front end, which has MEV protection and default slippage settings. I do backtracked on those criticisms after Uniswap CEO Hayden Adams and others clarified the protections Uniswap has in place to fight against sandwich attacks. I'm reading the tweet. It says, hilarious how many people are responding to this promoting their product / bags when this was a faulty bot or a badly implemented UI. So maybe he was doing some wonky shit on the front end. Slippage tolerance has been around since V1 launch in November 2018 and would have mitigated this. There are many other things that help MEV, private meme pool, intense, Unichain builder design, etc. But hate when people pile onto misinfo to pump their bags, just correcting it. Huh. I think maybe he was using some weird interface as opposed to just going to uniswap.org. Yeah, so don't do that. Just go to uniswap.org, guys. Last but not least, SEC enforcement case against Ripple may be wrapping up. This could be a catalyst for some movement, guys. The case was reportedly, quote unquote, in the process of wrapping up, but the final outcome could still result in monetary judgment. Who cares? They have the money. Just get to it. The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission may be preparing to end its enforcement against Ripple Labs after more than 4 years. According to a March 12th X post from Fox Business reporter Eleanor Terrett, the SEC's case against Ripple was, quote-unquote, in the process of wrapping up after the parties filed an appeal and cross-appeal, respectively, over a $125 million court judgment in August of 2024. The civil case against the blockchain firm filed in December of 2020 alleged Ripple and certain executives used XRP as an unregistered security to raise funds. Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alradi, told Cointelegraph on March 11th that the SEC civil case was, quote unquote, far more advanced than many of the others the regulator had dropped following the inauguration of U.S. President Donald Trump and the departure of Chair Gary Gensler. Since January, the SEC has announced it will not pursue enforcement cases against Coinbase, Consensus, Kraken, and others. We do have a judgment. We are on an appeal. That presents some additional complexity, said Alradi, in regards to the case potentially being dropped. But we remain optimistic that we'll get to a resolution with the SEC. If we don't, we'll proceed with the appeal. According to the Ripple's CLO, there were several possible outcomes to ending the SEC case if both parties were in agreement that it should wind down. If Ripple and the SEC agreed independently to drop their appeal and cross appeal in the Second Circuit, then the $125 million judgment in the lower court would stand. If there were a dispute over the monetary judgment, then the blockchain firm and the commission would have to go, quote unquote, hand in hand to request any modification from a judge. The SEC versus Ripple case involved one of the first significant court rulings favoring the crypto industry when Judge Annalisa Torres said the XRP token was not a security under the regulations purview, but only in regards to programmatic sales and exchanges. At the time of publication, no filing suggesting the SEC intended to drop the case appeared on the docket for the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York or the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. Though the SEC filed the Ripple case under Trump's former chair, Jay Clayton, the commission stepped up the number of enforcement actions following Gensler's confirmation in 2021. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said in an interview aired on December of 2024 that the firm may not have gotten as involved in U.S. politics if the commission had been led by someone other than Gensler. Under Garlinghouse, Ripple contributed $45 million to the Political Action Committee Fair Shake for the previous election cycle, donated another $25 million in November of 2024. Ripple pledged $5 million in XRP to Trump's inauguration fund following his election victory, and both Garlinghouse and Alradi attended Washington, D.C. events on January 20th as official guests. The chief legal officer personally donated more than $300,000 to fundraising and political action committees supporting the U.S. president. Just checking out comments. What's up, Z? He's saying I keep hearing finish it in the Mortal Kombat finish him voice. Yeah, just get it done. Just make a decision. They can afford the money if it's going to go the money route, or just drop the goddamn case. The correlation between political contributions to Trump and Republicans and the SEC dropping enforcement actions has many critics pointing to potential conflicts of interest in the administration. Coinbase, another major fair shake backer that donated $1 million to Trump inauguration, had its SEC civil case halted in February. Its CEO, Brian Armstrong, also attended a March 7th crypto summit at the White House, along with Garlinghouse and others. Alradi suggested that the SEC dropping cases was, quote-unquote, independent of any political donations and more reflective of acting chair Mark Ueda's perspective on the industry and related regulations. At the time of publication, the U.S. Senate has not scheduled a hearing to consider the nomination of the potential next head of the commission, Paul Atkins. Commissioner Hester Pierce said in February that the SEC would be more likely to wait on setting a crypto regulatory agenda after a new chair took office. Guys, that's the news. That's all I've got for you today. Right now, let's go to Bitcoin. Oh, we wicked hard and then wicked down. Yeah. It just looks like we're being stomped on, guys. So until we get some other big catalyst, this is probably what we're looking at. And we could potentially roll over. That's what Brett's saying. If we go into a weekend like this and volume drops out again, we could probably roll over. Just is what it is, y'all. Yeah. What does the daily look like? The daily looks like Bunch of poo too. I mean, on the daily, 76 is our last line of support before we start taking into the 60s. Yeah. Well, guys, that's all I've got for you this morning. If you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Follow me if you're on Facebook. Smash the like button on either or. Share the stream on all your social platforms. Tell your wife, tell your kids, tell your husband, tell your dog. Let's get everybody in here. Let's blow this community up just for fun. And on top of that, guys, if you are looking for a way to learn how to trade crypto or trade traditional market stuff, indexes, etc., and if you want to be part of a community that helps everybody become more financially savvy, early calls, things like that, guys, click on the link that is pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to the Pip Connect Discord paywall. That is Andy Peters' personal Discord. If you do have any questions about that, want to learn more, by all means, reach out to Andy or myself. We'll do our best to answer those questions for you and see if the Pip Connect is a right fit for you. Outside of that, I will see you guys all bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.